Hello, I hope you're doing well. I'm just prefacing the video because I realized that all of my clips were kind of sporadic, so I needed to get organized so that way it makes sense. So in order, basically, I'm going to explain the making of the last video and why it was even released, because I wanted to get something out ASAP. And then after that explanation, I'm gonna explain the story of what happened officially, and then I explain why I was suspicious of my father. And then I'm gonna include the clip of me asking him about a situation that happened, and then we're gonna go see my room, and then we're going to do an experiment, I guess you could say. And then at the end, future editing me from before that was reviewing everything is going to come back and explain and debunk certain things. So just had to get organized, and that's what you're about to see. So okay. Hello, this is me from the mega future, and I have notes because I wanted to explain and make sure I said what I wanted to say. So last video, basically, I said I would have context later, and I just wanted to post the last video so I could get something out as soon as possible in case something happened, right? Alright, but going through the situation, I was disorganized. Instead of explaining things first, I just started by recording the interview, because I was I don't know, I was just in the moment. I was debating even recording at all, but then I was going through everything. I was standing in the kitchen and the ghost was on the counter, and I was going through everything, and I was no, you're not over-exaggerating. This is weird, and you should be concerned. So once I because I'm an overthinker, right? So if something bad happens, I'm okay, you're just exaggerating. I've also been told that it's not that big of a deal. So whenever something happens, I tell myself, I'm it's not a problem. It's not a problem. But this, I kept going through it, and I was that is weird. It is a problem. This. So I was okay, I need to do something. So now I'm in the future, and I'm trying to structure this all in a way that makes sense, because I was disorganized, and I was kind of in the moment. I was okay, this is a problem. I need to do something about it. If I if I start with the order I recorded everything, someone on the outside looking in would be what are you talking about? Which I think that might have already happened, because I said ghost on the counter. Thinking about it, it sounds weird for the intro, but I don't know what else to say. That's what happened. But you'll understand when I explain everything. So also in the moment, there are things that I didn't notice or didn't pick up on, because I was just like, this is a weird thing that happened, so, like, what? But then future me going back and looking through everything, I was like, that was weird. Like, so then future me that edited last video and was like, you need to get something out, like, ASAP. She pointed out things that, like, I didn't notice at the time, but I was like, that was weird. So that future me she'll be at the end to explain the weird things. Yeah. Also, the entire time, I'm like, I don't know how it happened, right? Like, any of it. But, like, without evidence or knowing what it is or how it got there, like, you can't like, accuse someone of doing something. So, without that, my thought was just like, okay, how did I accidentally do this? Like, what are some ways, so I'm not accusing anyone, what are ways I could have done this? So that's how I approached it. I was like, yeah. I was just going through those possibilities. Also, it's also cope, like, because if you think about how these things could have gotten where they were, it's cope to, like, just say, like, I was the one that did it. For me, anyway. Because, like, I think that's what my brain was doing. Because otherwise, like, what does it mean then? Like, how did it get there? So, it's a weird experience, and I can't call it anything but paranormal. Otherwise, like, yeah, what else do you call it? If you call it something else, then you're crazy. So, right now it has to be labeled paranormal. So, yeah. I'll give this the story time of, like, you know. So, this is my account of what happened. I wake up. Well, I wake up a few times, right? And then, but this time I woke up and I was like, there was, like, so much drool. I don't want to say that because it's, like, kind of embarrassing. but yeah. And I was like, what the heck? So then I finally get up. I was also in Spain with a heating pad, so I didn't want to get up. But now you know the context. But I finally get up, and then I see my light switch, and I'm like, why is my light switch dirty? Like, ew. So then I go in the bathroom, you know, just morning bathroom things, and then I blow my nose, and then I see the tissue, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, how did it get there? So then my brain, it's very, like, okay, there's an explanation for this. Logic. Be logical. Don't be weird. Be logical. So I was like, okay, I was painting recently. I used black paint. Okay, so let's put these two together. It's like light switch and in my nose somehow. But then I noticed it on another light switch. And I noticed it wasn't on other switches in the bathroom, which I also use. Then I noticed it was on the hamper, like the laundry basket. Future me adding that, like, I went to rewash my clothes that were in the basket, and I was like, I don't want to use this basket, like it's dirty. So I'm gonna use my other laundry basket. And then I noticed it was on my other laundry basket as well, and I was like, you can see. And then later I found out it was also on the ghost, but I'll go back to the morning time, my thought process. So I was thinking, like, be logical, it's just paint. Like, you were painting the other day, like, that's what it is. But then I was like, but it can't be that, because there are no fingerprints. And then also I checked my face in the mirror, because after blowing your nose, if you had, like, if it were paint, it would have been, like, there would have been evidence of it. But there was nothing, it was just, yeah. Also, the light switches, it would have only been on the high traffic area. I'll call it high traffic area, the part that you use with fingerprints. But we see the substance, which I showed you earlier. The oils on your fingers rub it off. Therefore, it's not paint, and if it were from me, it wouldn't exist. Do you know what I mean? Like, also, it wouldn't have been all over the laundry basket. And if it were from me, from something like that, it would have been on the whites of my clothes as well. You know, because it was partially on the inside of the basket as well as on the outside. So, but it wasn't. What else? Oh yeah, if it were paint, it would have been on my hands. Like, but my hands were clean. So, and he said from the candles, but it was like, you saw the light switches. It was on specific switches all over the switch. And it comes off from your fingers. The cat was, he can do his thing. One of the cats just skedaddled. But, yeah, I'll pinch off the top of one of my candles, or just for science. Yeah, pinch off the top of one of my candles. It spreads, like, it doesn't wipe off easily, but that wipes off with your fingers. This does not. Anyway, actually, let's, for science, I'm grabbing the light switch right now. And okay. It's a lot of effort, but if you see the tip of the switch, I rub some of it off onto the tip, and I can rub it off. And still doesn't make sense though, because I don't just go around touching my candles like that, you know. So, and I wouldn't rub it all over or in my nose. But, yep, that was the science for that. And where did I leave off? I was talking about the morning, I woke up, and then I checked the mirror. It was like checking your math, right? You check your math, Is it paint? Is it not paint? If it's paint, it will be on your face. But it wasn't on my face. Yeah. It wasn't on my hands. It wasn't anywhere else. It was weird. Yeah, so what do you do then? Like, because I woke up today and I was like, I guess we'll see if there's like weird stuff in my nose again. There wasn't. But like, what do you do? Especially, like, we went through the house, you saw. So it was only my room. And only me. So, what do I do? I remembered. I need to add, like, the reason why I would have been suspicious of my father. And why, like, him having almost no reaction is both surprising and unsurprising. Because, like, I saw like a short clip, like, on my reels or whatever you call them. And it was like, you can trust untrustworthy people. And he was like, you can trust them to be untrustworthy. So I was like, okay, yeah, like, that makes sense. But the reason I say that is because a while ago I told him that I felt like I was drugged. And his response was that the person did it, like, to make me feel better. Like I needed to think about it, like, perspective versus reality. That's what he said. He always says perspective versus reality. He was like, your perspective might have been they did it for this reason, but the reality could have been something else. And then he said that it could have been, like, positive. And at the time when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, like, okay, that makes sense. Like, it could have been like that. But then I went back later. It's because I saw someone, they made a video. Thanks, internet. Like, the internet's helping me so much. But he said, or someone left a comment and he responded to it saying, like, someone's ignoring me. What do I do? And his response was, ignore them back. And when I heard that, I was like, that's so mean. I was like, you don't do that. No, you don't. And then he explained, he was like, or it made me realize that, no, he both explained and it made me realize that, like, basically you have to love yourself, right? And if you allow people to treat you a certain way, or, like, if you don't stand up for yourself, then you're not loving yourself. And you're kind of, like, allowing these things to happen. So, since then, I've kind of been more focused on loving myself. Still not 100% there. But, like, it made me realize, like, wow, I've been letting certain things happen. I'm, like, going along with certain things because I'm afraid of hurting other people. But in the process, it's hurting myself. Because the things that they're doing, it's like if someone, let's say someone punches you in the face, right? If you go to the police, then they'll get in trouble for punching you in the face, right? Looking at it now, it's like, they punch you in the face, yeah, they should get in trouble. But, like, my thought was, like, I'm getting them in trouble. So, like, I'm responsible for hurting them. But it's like, but they still punch you in the face. You know? But I'm kind of just, like, bonk bonk on my own head. But yeah. Yeah. And then later, I guess this, continuing about the drugging thing, we had another conversation about it later, and then he was getting upset with me. Like, he couldn't believe that I would think something like that of him, or, like, he would never say something like that. And then he brought up perspective versus reality again. He was like, your perspective might have been that I said something that sounded like that, but the reality, it was like, he was like, I wouldn't say something like that. And I was like, but you did. Like, and you brought up your Mr. Perspective, right? Perspective versus reality, like, hey, hello. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to make a video documenting my paranormal experience that I had. And I wanted to know if you're okay, like, with me recording you. Like, you don't have to be on camera, but like...
What do you mean?
Like, your voice. Like, are you okay with me recording?
Like, where are you doing this?
Like, we can just do it right here, and I can just, like... Yeah.
I don't understand what you mean.
What do you mean?
Record my voice?
Oh, yeah. Like, I just wanted to ask you something. Like, are you okay with me recording you?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but...
I mean, are you okay with me recording this?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah.
Okay. Are you okay being on camera, or do you not want to be on camera?
I would rather not right now. I mean...
Okay. Why do you look so defensive right now?
Because I don't know what you're doing. Like, what do you mean recording my voice? I don't know. Like, are you recording my voice right now?
Yes.
Why?
Because I wanted to ask you, like, questions.
Alright, what questions?
Okay, well, I told you I had a paranormal experience, so I wanted to ask you about the ghost thing. Like, do you remember it being dirty, like when I handed it to you last night? When you asked for it? Because you were, like, in the middle of working, and then you asked about the batteries. And then I brought it down for you.
No, I don't really remember noticing it was that dirty.
You don't remember it being dirty when you were the one who put the batteries in it?
No.
No? Then how did it get dirty? Like, what is it?
My thought was that because I put it outside and there's so much dirt out there and the wind was blowing so hard that...
But that's what I asked you earlier. I'm the one who said that to you, right? Because I was asking, like, oh, is he gonna be honest with me or not? That's why I asked you. I was like, oh, did the ghost, like, get dirty from being outside? And then you said, it might have been like that when we bought it. That was your initial thing.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't remember examining it.
Okay, but, like, your answer changed.
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to whether or not it was dirty. I think at some point, I don't know when it was, I recognized that it was dirty, but I don't know if it was before or after it was outside. I don't know. It really wasn't, I didn't think it was relevant. Well, why are you asking?
But you're the one who put the batteries in it, right?
I did put the batteries in it.
And did you or did you not notice?
Or can you recall saying, oh, this thing is dirty?
Okay.
No.
But you noticed, like, where'd you find the extra piece of plastic?
It was inside of it. And when I turned it to, because I had turned it over to put the batteries in, I heard it rattling. So I got it out.
And you don't remember seeing anything on it?
Like any dirt? I don't know.
On the inside?
It didn't catch my attention, no. On the inside?
Yeah, was there anything on the inside that you remember or no?
As far as dirt goes? No, I mean, I was only concentrating on getting that piece out. I wasn't really looking for dirt, but I was just trying to get it out.
Okay. Why are you making a face?
Because I don't know. What was your paranormal experience?
My paranormal experience? Do you want me to tell you everything that happened?
Was it yesterday? Yeah, what happened?
Okay, there was just dirt all over my room. And then you were the one who asked for the ghost, so I became suspicious of you. Because you were in the middle of working. And typically when you're working, you, like... That's just what you're doing. So it would be weird for you to interrupt what you're doing just to ask for something completely random. And then when I grabbed it, I noticed it also had the same stuff on it. So I was like, okay, like what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know. What do you mean, what am I doing?
It just made me wonder, like why are you asking for it right now? Because it was atypical behavior on your side, and for it to have the same substance that I noticed in other places, I think that's odd. And for you to have changed your story from earlier to now when I'm recording you, that's suspicious to me.
Well, I told you the reason I wanted to put it out there was so that people would see it and feel welcome to come up for trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
That's the reason I wanted to put it outside.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked for it.
Yeah, but you your behavior was atypical based on how you typically act. That's what atypical means, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means, but... You're saying because I asked for it while I was working, that's not normal?
Well, yeah, that's not normal. Because it sounded like you were in the middle of something. And then just... Like, you don't partake in stuff like that. You typically, like... You just do what you're doing, and then later, it's like a secondary thing, you know?
I don't know. I don't know how to help you in your investigation. I didn't see it as abnormal. I mean...
Okay.
You're saying that the same dirt that's on that ghost is somehow in your room. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, where in your room?
Are you actually asking?
Yeah, like, where did you see it? Like, that same dirt.
It was on 2 of my light switches. It was on my laundry basket. And when I blew my nose in the morning, it was in my nose. So that's why I said it's a paranormal experience that I'd like to ask you about.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you see that dirt anywhere else?
Mm.
So it's only in your room and on the ghost?
Yeah.
But nowhere else?
No, not that I saw.
That's weird. I don't know. So what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think happened?
I don't know. What do you think it could be? Like, what is it?
What is what?
We're talking about the dirt right now. Like,
what is the dirt?
Yeah, like...
I said my thought was because it was sitting out here.
But I just told you it's also in my room. So what do you think it could be?
I have no idea. Did you have your window open?
No, I've leave the curtains closed as well. So no. And how would it get all over only 2 light switches?
Yeah, I don't know.
And why was it in my nose? That's weird.
I have no idea. I don't know why it wouldn't. It should be all over, everywhere.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be there in your room.
Yeah. That's why it's a paranormal experience. Also, if I somehow did it, there would be fingerprints, but there are no fingerprints. And it would be on all of the light switches that I use, not just 2 light switches. And it would be not only have fingerprints, but it would also like be where I use the light switch. It wouldn't have been rubbed all over the entire thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you expect me to say? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what I expected you to say. I was kind of hoping for you to at least be honest at the beginning when I first asked you questions, because...
About what?
About the ghost. Because when I first asked you about it earlier, you said it was like that when we bought it. Therefore, you would have no reason to say that it was from dirt outside. But then I asked you, like, did it get dirty outside? And then you were like, yeah, it must have been like from the wind blowing. So it makes me not believe, like, you.
Well, when you said that you wouldn't have bought it if it was dirty, that was enough to convince me that it wasn't, so I could have been wrong. So it really was not high on my priority list to think about. So it wasn't important whether it was dirty or not. It wasn't important to me. So when you said no, it wasn't dirty when we bought it, I thought, oh, okay, well, it's sitting out outside. So if it got dirty, that's probably how it got dirty.
Okay, well, can I ask you this question then? Your daughter just told you she woke up with a weird substance in her nose, and you had no reaction. What do you have to say about that? Like, what do you think that is?
Are you saying you had this was a smell, or was it?
No, I blew my nose, and it was on the tissue. It was in my nose, whatever that was. Like, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know what to say about that. Like, how much was it? Did you save it?
Yes.
Well, show it. What is it?
I can't record at the same time as showing you. So.
I don't know. Are you thinking that I'm somehow involved with getting dirt into your room?
Well, is it dirt? Like, what is it?
I have no idea. You just said some kind of. You called it dirt, didn't you?
I called it dirt, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. Well,
right. If you don't know, how would I know what it is?
Because just the entire thing is suspicious, because your behavior was atypical when you asked for the ghost in the first place, and it just so happened that the ghost also had the same substance on it. And for your daughter to have woken up with a weird substance in her nose and to tell you about it, and for you to not have a reaction about it, like, that's weird.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of reaction you expect me to have.
Like, I don't know, maybe one of concern? Like, I don't know, just any level of concern.
I mean, if I thought you were concerned about it, you should have, like, said something right away. Like, hey, I just blew my nose and there's this, whatever it is.
I didn't have, like, I needed more evidence to figure out what was actually going on before saying anything. Because I can't just, like, I don't know.
Evidence? What are you talking about? Evidence of what?
Because you wake up, right? And then, like, basically, like, I'm kind of embarrassed, but I was, like, basically drowning in drool, right? So I wake up, that happens, then I go to the bathroom and I notice that my light switch is dirty. I'm like, that's weird. And then I go in the bathroom and I blow my nose, and then there's black stuff on the tissue. That's weird, right? Like, so there's weird stuff on the light switch and also in my nose. Like, something weird is happening.
Well, did you handle the ghost before you went upstairs? And then turn the light on?
No. This is when I first woke up. The ghost had been staying in the bag. I didn't touch it at all. Like, since we bought it, I left it in the bag. And I was like, I'm not going to deal with that until, like, Halloween time. Like, it's time to do, you know, Halloween.
Okay.
So I hadn't touched it.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Also, you touched it as well, right? Because
With the ghost?
Yeah, you brought it inside and outside.
Yeah.
So if the substance was capable of getting on your hands, it would be all around the house. Or at least on other things, right?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, and we don't see it on other things, right? Did you notice it?
I wasn't even aware of it until now, that you're seeing dirt in other places besides the ghost.
Well, how would you be aware if it was in my room and I didn't tell you? But you're saying you would be aware, though, if it were on your hands, right? And you saw it, right?
I imagine if I was touching things and they looked dirty after I touched them, yeah, I would probably, maybe I would notice that.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
So you did notice that the ghost was dirty?
this is hypothetical. You're saying if the thing was dirty and I touched it and I touched other things.
No, it's not hypothetical. We know that the thing is dirty. You're saying we can go with your story that it got dirty when it was outside, right? From the wind. You touched it at that point.
Okay.
So would you or would you have not noticed that your hands were dirty and that it went on other surfaces as well from that?
I imagine so, and I did not notice anything like that.
Okay. So therefore it was not from me touching the ghost or touching something. Also, it would have fingerprints, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I can't say it would have fingerprints. Why don't you test it now? Have you cleaned the ghost?
Mm-mm.
Well, then do an experiment. Touch it, and then touch something else and see if the same thing happens.
You do it as well.
Why do you want me to do it?
Because you also touched the ghost, so that way we would know, like, if it's capable of doing that based on... We increased the sample size for the experiment.
I don't care. I mean, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's do it. We gotta get to the bottom of this. It's a weird thing to happen.
Yeah, this is definitely... So where do you want me to touch it?
It was your idea.
I mean, I can intentionally try to find a dirty spot. Like, that looks dirty, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll touch it. Looks like there's a fingerprint on it.
Okay, now touch another surface.
Actually, there is a little bit of... Oh, am I seeing things? Or is that actually a mark?
I do not see anything.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't see it on my finger. So it does not wipe off. I also know it doesn't wipe off easily because I wiped it off of one of my light switches and it's still like kind of there.
Yeah, I don't see any dirt.
Is it dirt though? Like dirt would just wipe off, wouldn't it?
Alright. Identify a dirty part. And I'll try to clean it off.
Alright,
Alcohol.
let me see if you can see it.
Like, that looks dirty right there.
Okay. Comes off with alcohol. I think a better test would be water. Alcohol is really good at removing things on its own. Science. It's also coming off with water, but there are certain spots where it isn't. So what could that be?
Yeah.
Do you have any other thoughts to share?
No.
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 No. Well, what do you think I should do? Because I woke up.
If you feel like there's something weird happening in your room, then why don't you set up a camera in there? And then we'd be able to see, like...
Why was the emphasis on you?
Huh?
There's emphasis on you set up a camera.
Why would you set up a camera in there?
I don't. You set up a camera. I don't have a camera to set up.
You have to get one.
That costs money, sir.
Oh.
But like, I think it's weird that you have no reaction. Like,
I don't know what it could be. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's serious. Does it seem serious to you?
I woke up with something weird in my nose.
Like, what was it? Was it
I don't know what it was. That's why I'm asking you what you think it could be.
I have no idea what it could be. I don't know.
I'm kind of like also asking you to care. Like, don't you think you would either say like, okay, this is paranormal, we should probably like figure this out, or you'd be like, did someone like break in your room? Like, we need to make sure you're okay.
I don't
Like,
yeah,
what
I don't think
what is your reaction?
it didn't seem serious to me.
It doesn't seem serious?
Mm.
Your daughter comes to you and says that she woke up with something in her nose, and you're like, that doesn't seem serious to me.
I think
You didn't even
odd.
ask
It's
to look in the room.
It's odd.
You didn't even ask to look at the room to see, like.
I asked you if you had evidence, pictures, or.
Yeah, but wouldn't you ask to see the room?
Do you want to show me? I mean, I'll look at it for sure.
Okay, but it's weird that you're asking to see it now after I'm telling you, like, these are the right things you should be doing, and then now you're like, okay, I'll do.
I don't know. Everything, it just seems really weird to me. That's why. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, it is weird.
Right.
Okay, but like as
But it doesn't seem like it's like an urgent issue in my mind.
But like as a father, like I'm putting myself in your shoes, and I'm like, if my daughter came to me and said this, like, I don't know, I'd ask her if she wants to stay in like a different room for the night, or like I'd try to figure out what's going on. Like,
Well, you have a room right next to you that you can stay in. You don't have to ask permission to do that.
no, but I'm saying I'm putting myself in your shoes, and I'm like, I would want to protect my daughter. Like, she.
Yeah, if I thought you were in danger, I'd be acting differently. I don't think you're in danger.
But you. You don't think I'm in danger?
No, I don't.
Then how do you think that stuff got in my nose?
I don't know. How would I know?
What are some possible ways it could have gotten there?
You could have breathed it in while you were outside. And then
When
it
was I
right out.
outside?
I don't know. Did we go somewhere yesterday?
No, I didn't.
What was yesterday?
Yesterday was Halloween.
We didn't go to any stores or anything yesterday?
Also, I take a shower every night before bed.
Right.
So,
I don't know. Ask Matthew his thoughts. See what he says.
do you
We need a different perspective.
do you not want to see the room anymore?
Yeah, I think show it to me. Oh my god.
Oh,
The carpet. Are they just destroying it?
here's a light switch.
Wait, that looks like. That
Yeah.
almost looks like it burned.
I got burned?
That's what it looks like. Does that wipe off?
I wiped it off. Here, you can look at the other light switch. So it's only that light switch. And it was only this one. And on this side, well, at least on the top, I wiped this one off. But like there's a line on the top and a bit of dirt on this side.
What does this control?
The light in the bathroom.
Yeah, it almost looks like graphite or smoke or like charred.
Charred.
We should probably take this thing off.
Hmm?
Take this cover off.
Why would it only be certain light switches, though?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's also on my laundry basket, if you wanted to see that.
Good job.
There. And on this side. It's worse on this side. And, like, somewhat inside the basket over here.
Well, that is weird.
Yeah. And on the outside over here.
What happened to this?
Oh, I was practicing my...
Oh.
I had Matthew help me move it because I was practicing my jumps for ice skating.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily think that looks like dirt. Like, I don't...
Do you want to see the tissue?
What, that's what was in your nose?
Yes. That's why I was like...
And you don't have any kind of, like, makeup or anything? Or...
I don't own makeup, no. Also, even if it were makeup, right? You still have to consider the fact that there are no fingerprints. How would it get all over my laundry basket? But you also see that I have white peeking out from a white on a jacket. Would have gotten it on that. Fingerprints, the light switches, it wouldn't have covered the entire thing, right? It wouldn't have been on the ghost either. Like...
Well, the ghost wasn't up here, right?
The ghost, it was sitting in the bag.
Oh.
It wouldn't have been on the ghost. It also would have been on the other light switches as well, because I use those. It would have been on every light switch I use. And when I looked in the mirror, it would have made a mess on my face. It wouldn't have just been in my nose.
You don't think it could be from the candles?
No, how would it be from the candles?
I don't know.
On the candles just like has two favorite light switches. Like what?
Well, I don't know. What is this one? Is this one used more than others? No? Or yes?
It is, but that doesn't... It wouldn't be on the entire light switch. It would only be like where the light switch is touched. And how I use the light switches,
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
Yeah, it wouldn't be all over.
On the back of it. Like where it says off.
Yeah, it wouldn't be on that part.
What is on that part?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's something else then. Obviously, it's something else. It was in, like, random weird locations. Like, my nose, light switches, laundry basket, and the ghost. Like, it's random.
It would be everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have any thoughts? Like,
My first thought was that it looks like this may have but it still works, so.
yeah, and obviously the one in the bathroom still works.
Yeah. No, I don't have any thoughts. I don't know what that would be.
What do you think we should do about it?
Clean it and see if it comes back.
That's it?
Yeah.
You want to risk me waking up with something in my nose again?
Well, what do you think we should do? I mean, you can move into that room if you want, if you think there's something wrong with this room. But in this case, I would wipe that down and see if it comes back.
So we're just gonna do that and wait?
What's the alternative?
I don't know.
Call Ghostbusters?
I don't know. None of the other light switches are like that?
I didn't see it. You would think that if it was focused in here, the light switches in my bathroom would have also been affected, but they weren't. Yeah, no, those look clean.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, get out of here.
There goes the cat. Yeah, even the ones in the hallway are clean. Are you looking at the other ones?
Yeah, I see if anything else is like that.
Anything at all in the house? Oh, excuse me, buddy.
Did you notice anything downstairs that's similar to that?
It's alright, buddy. Love you. No, I didn't see anything anywhere else. It looks like there was dirt on the thing to the attic.
The thing to the attic?
Yeah.
Like the vent?
No, not the vent. The like,
Oh, like a crawl space type thing?
yeah, on the little board thing. You're checking your room.
Just checking the light switches, but I don't see anything like that online.
Well, it's not just the light switches.
Oh no! Hey, come here. I don't know.
So you don't see anything anywhere else?
No. Right there or something.
Or dirt by the hinge of the door?
I don't know. I would wipe that down and then see if it comes back. If it's coming from inside that panel.
Why are you saying it's coming from inside the panel?
I said if it's coming from inside the panel, it'll happen again.
And just spawn on my laundry basket and in my
Yeah, I
nose?
don't know.
are you obsessed with the light switches themselves throughout the whole house?
Because I'm just checking to see if anything else is like that. I mean, that was the weirdest part to me, is that it's inside the, where the word off is.
So do you want to actually take the panel off and look at it to see if there's damage or not? Only on those, on 2 separate panels? I don't think we'll gather much from it though, because it was also in other locations.
Well, you've basically identified now where it is. So I guess if there's more at some point, then...
I do think we should still look though, like...
Look at what?
To take the panel off, just so that way we know for sure, like... Cover all the bases. Grabbing my water.
I can't believe how much this carpet is screwed up.
Yeah, don't look right here then. They like try to.
What?
I said, don't look right here then. They try to like
Holy
dig under
shit.
the door. Yeah. But it's okay. Okay. I'm flipping the camera. I'm making sure that you can at least see the dirt on the camera.
Do you want me to move?
No, you can keep going.
Oh, this might mess the paint up. Let's see.
Wait, how would it mess the paint up? You paint the wall first and then you add that.
That's what I mean. If it wasn't dry completely before they put it on.
After you get the last one, I do want to record closer before you take it off. Okay, the note I just wanted to make is that, like, you see how where all the dirt is? It's only not dirty where your finger would go. Therefore, it wouldn't be, like, from someone's finger. It would be, like, placed there intentionally if the oils from your fingers rub it off.
Yeah,
It would mean that it we also saw it can't be transferred
Here, hold this.
with your fingers. It must be because of the oils on your finger. So what are we looking for? Everything looks...
dirt inside there.
It looks pretty clean, if you ask me. What do you think? I don't know, it looks pretty clean to me.
I think so too.
What about here? Let me see this. The inside of the panel. Yeah, there's only a little bit of dirt on the little lip, I guess. Whatever. But the others are clean. There you go.
Can you hold this thing? Alright, it should be good.
I'm just gonna test right now, like... Yeah, it wiped off on my finger. Therefore, and did not wipe on. Therefore, what is it and how did it get there? It took the... Maybe no. I don't know. Are we checking the other one as well? Just to
No,
cover?
I'm not gonna take the other one off. It's a pain in the ass.
Let's ensure the bases are covered.
I do not want to.
Then I'll do it then if you don't want to.
Well, you can do it. Yeah. I think it's a waste of time.
I just would like to ensure all the bases are covered.
Mm-hmm.
And you can come up with a plan on what to do.
Be careful that top part is not on there securely.
So you're gonna come up with a plan of what to do.
I think what you should do is wipe these down. That's what I think you should do. Wipe them until they're clean, and then see if it happens again.
You don't want to... So you're gonna play defense instead of offense.
Well, I don't know of an offense.
How would it have gone in my nose?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, it could be the smoke from the candles.
How? I don't have them lit while I sleep. And I take a shower right before bed.
Well, that's not going to clean the inside of your nose.
Yeah, it is.
A
If I blow
shower?
my nose
Oh.
before bed and I take a shower, you clean yourself in the shower, sir.
I don't clean the inside of my nose in the shower.
Okay.
I never have. But we'll take it off and check it and see.
Hey, are you Are you curious? Is it dirty? I don't think so. I just see shadow. Is it enough to say it was burned? I don't think so. I'm gonna put this back on and then share thoughts. I feel like there's something else I was supposed to say. Oh, another thought was like, someone might say it was the cats because I had the bag with the ghost like on the floor, but they can't reach the light switches, and if they could, not only would they play with them all the time, it would have been on all of them, not just like 2. So, and it wouldn't have been only on certain parts of the laundry basket, like the white part of my jacket. It wouldn't be white anymore. So, and it would have been on the carpet. Like, yeah, the carpet's destroyed. But you'd be able to see, like, yeah. The evidence wouldn't be fingerprints that we're looking for. That was Minnie, sorry. It wouldn't be fingerprints we're looking for. It would be paw prints, and that's obvious evidence, right? That case would have been closed. It also wouldn't have been in my nose. Because I sleep with the door closed. So. But yeah. Let me know what you think I should do. And like, what would you do? Because I don't know. future me. Right now, I'm currently going through all the footage, and yeah, there's certain things that I noticed that I like took note of because, like, what? Because I didn't call them out at the time because they just went over my head. And also, like, I feel the need to preface that, like, whenever something happens, my first reaction is like, what is the problem? How can I solve it? Like, what did I do to cause this problem? That's why I explained, like, when I woke up, I was like, I used paint the other day, so I must have done this somehow. So that's the frame that I went through, because it's like, it's my problem to solve, so like, I kept saying that, like, how did I cause this? But like, I don't know. So I am going to note the inconsistencies, and then I'm gonna explain, I guess, why I would even post the video in the first place. So the first issue was that he changed his story on versus off camera. So that was the first one. The next one was when we were actually, like, messing with the ghost, like, trying to, like, test things. He said there was a fingerprint, but there wasn't. And then he called the attic a crawl space. It's not a crawl space. And he said that whatever the substance was could have come from inside the panel. That's noted as, like, a lie, but, like, because it doesn't make sense. Like, someone approaching this from the outside looking in, which is what we're assuming he's doing from the outside looking in, that wouldn't be a thought based on everything that happened. So I noted it as an inconsistency in the situation, because that wasn't one of my thoughts. Like, I'm like, it was first I saw it on the light switch. That was the first. And the second was my nose, and then the laundry basket, the other light switch, and then the last thing was a ghost. So to have all of that information, why would someone say, why would that be an argument? And then I went along with it. Like, if you look at the video, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's test this. So he does the one light switch, and then I go, and I'm like, no, we need to collect data. I'll do the other light switch. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Why did I do that? He also had no reaction to the situation or action towards a resolution. So, yeah. Like, I put myself in his shoes, and I was like, if my daughter came to me with these problems, like, what would I do? I wouldn't have done what he did. Like, my first reaction, I would have had a reaction. I don't know. But those are just the things that I noted when I was watching back through the video, and I was like, wait, why did he say these things? I was like, it makes me feel weird. So I was like, I need to note this. Also, I didn't explain why I made the video in the first place, because I was debating it, but I was like, it's his idea to wait until, like, something else happens. So, like, I'm going to make a video in case something else happens. So that way, if something else happens, you know where to look. Just saying. I feel like this is stupid. Like, I read the 5-year letter, and if you asked me, like, 5 years if I was gonna have to be like posting video online about like something potentially happening. What? Yeah, so at least the cats can sleep peacefully.